Hello and welcome to the show. We are here today on Forza Horizon 5 with the Hot Wheels DLC for a tournament. We are going to be using, well, the hill climb route that I designed for a little knockout tournament. It's going to be 4 cars per heat. The top 2 will make it through, the bottom 2 going into a spanner final, and we're just using A-Class. The rules for these, they have to be rear-wheel drive and they have to be on sport tyres. So we have some kind of consistency through the vehicles to a degree, and then it's really the choice of whether you want to go for crazy power. Things like the Ford, both Fords actually here. I know we've got 3 Fords in this. The Hot Rod and the pickup truck, lots of power. The Mustang, less power. The Nissan, probably not a huge amount of power, but more grip, because this route is a lot more handling than the majority of Hot Wheels stuff. So we will see what routes, what build works, if you like. There we go. I can hear the bleeping readying on the chat. And there we go. They're off and underway. It's an even start. Looks like the Julie is going to get to the lead. But that is all power. The Nissan actually gets a great run down here. Now, the cars are very quick, and my drone is not quite as quick as them. But we can cut some of the corners, so we will be able to watch. It's such a great view from up here. Nissan takes the lead of the race around the outside on the log flume. A good route and a good option for that car. The Mustang's having a big dive into the hairpin. Can't do it. They make contact. Now, it's important for the handling cars to make the most of this, because the end part of this course is going to rely on power, and the Fords are going to have a lot of it heading into these slower corners we go. The Nissan leads the way. He's being pushed by the Mustang, and the Mustang's having a look, can't quite do it. Big slide for the Nissan. I mean, that's the call. We're going to see that sort of action at that corner a lot here. I think their battling might actually be helping the Hot Rod here, as they're kind of slowing each other down a little bit in these fights, and the Hot Rod might well be able to capitalise if things go wrong. Of course, they've got to try. I mean, these next couple of corners, that Ford is going to hate as we head through the left. Oh, the Nissan's wide! The Nissan's going to go a little bit swimming! We have a Nismo submarine going on. The Mustang takes the lead through the watery hairpin. Now, the Nismo will hold on, that 370Z. The Mustang was slow through there. We head towards the Julie has got, found a bit of track to get stuck on. A lot of straight line speed here. I think the Nismo might be in trouble now. We come towards the unique aspect of this circuit, the vertical hairpin. It's a big slide. The Mustang cannot put any of its power down. Neither can the Hot Rod, although it has now got it going. It will run towards the finish line. Oh, it's a massive slide there across the line, very close together. The Nissan comes home in 3rd, and the Super Duty will cross the line in 4th. Good race. Highly entertaining race, that one. Unlucky for the Nismo. We'll have another chance. He just pushed it too far, and yeah, got itself in trouble. It will go into the spanner final. It can still progress from there. So, after a small delay for nighttime and some farting around, we are back, ready to go for heat number 2. We have a Lightning, we have a Viper, we have a Mustang. There's a lot of Fords today, and we have a Skyline. An interesting selection of vehicles. A few cars running aero, which I feel is very brave. Personally, I feel like it kills the top speed a little bit too much, but there we go. We're off. We're underway. Good start for the Lightning. Good start for the Skyline. Mustang slow away in this one. The Viper is going to try and pick up some speed in the water, make the most of that. I mean, this is where the drone goes about 140, I think. The cars are getting 180 miles an hour, so we can't really follow. Lightning very high up on the wall, but might actually make it work. Viper down the bottom. Great run for the Viper. It slides up. Skyline's back to the inside here as we barrel towards the hairpin for the first time. Skyline dives to the inside of the Lightning, gets the move done. It's a little bit of a bump, and the Viper's in trouble through there. Viper got a big slide and lost a lot of its momentum, sliding for the Ford pickup truck as well through there as we head into the technical sections. Mustang almost kissing the wall now. Who are we going to have with big oversteer through here? Lightning slides. Everyone else pretty planted, actually, through all of that. Skyline will lead the way through this next section. These are deceptively tight corners we've got going on here. You've got to really slow down the vehicles. It's a lot slower than you're kind of used to on the Hot Wheels circuit, which is why I like this custom route. We're now towards, again, the slowest couple of corners. Not quite the slowest couple of corners, actually, of course. We've got the... oh, God. Pega cutting it very close to the parked camera car. That will be in ghost mode for them, don't worry. Skyline's going to get a lot of understeer, actually. And Pega with a late apex trying to get to the inside. Viper has passed the Mustang on the run up here. Now, will the Lightning have enough speed to do this? Maybe. It's around the outside, and it passes that Skyline towards the vertical hairpin we go. They both actually brush the wall on the inside a little bit. The Lightning hugs the inside. Will we see any trouble? The drone has some trouble around this. Oh, God, the Skyline really struggling on the exit. Good run for the Lightning. It is going to be the Ford pickup truck that will take victory. The Skyline second, and Pega and Gliska are through. Then it's the Viper. I've lost a Mustang. There's a Mustang. Did I lose it? Has it fallen off the track? Has it pinged under the sofa somewhere, never to be seen again? We have lost a Mustang. Mustang down? Did it have a problem with the hairpin? I don't know. We've lost a car. Well, yeah. The Lightning and Skyline, they go through to the next round. We're on to the final of the heat. We have got me in a Corvette. We have a Supra. We have another Ford. We have Ewan with the Mustang SVO. And we have Stevie over there with the Buick. Quite a lot of American cars in this one. I am feeling fairly confident. I like my Corvette here. It's got about 450 horsepower, supercharged V8 going on, but it's got big tyres, quite light. I've got more weight reduction and grip in this one. Will not have crazy top speed. I'm hoping the handling route is going to work. We're all pretty evenly away. Ewan's Mustang is going now. We've hit the water. We out-accelerate past the Supra. Once we've got going, we're actually pretty quick. We're catching up towards Ewan's car. We are sliding big time in the water, which is not what I want. I should have gone higher sooner through there. Ewan with a pretty big lead early on. Now, we should close up when we get into the twisty sections. That's the hope here for my car. And indeed, we are now right behind that Mustang. Can we go around the outside? No, not quite. We're going to try and dive to the inside here. It is alongside the Mustang, but it does just out-accelerate me. Will we be flat through here? Yes, we are. Although the Mustang is also flat. I was hoping the Mustang was going to have to lift. It did not. Ewan hit the inside wall. The problem is, we get a good run, but we're going to be blocked. And again, we can't use our run because there's a Mustang in the way, although we have got a great run here. Ewan tried to close the door, but it was a little too late. Although we still can't get the move completed, and we've got to be careful because there is a Supra right behind us. Ewan's run wide. I know you can run wider through there. That was a little bit... Oh, although Ewan's got a lot of understeer there. It's a lot of understeer. We're going to get pushed almost by a Supra. It's very, very close here. The Supra is struggling for power up the hill. What do we do? It's the vertical hairpin time. What route is going to work here? Will Ewan run wide? No, I think Ewan's going to take a dive to the inside. We will end up on the higher line. What if we cut underneath, though, for the exit? Can I get the power down better? I can't. No, the Mustang's got it. We've got speed. I think we might have had a slightly far. We're really closing as well towards the end. Oh, I couldn't do it. Oh, I think we had... If we could have found a way past, I think we had speed. We just got pinned a little bit battling with the Mustang. Great race. Great race indeed. Supra followed us for a lot of it. Just couldn't find a way past either. Me and Ewan progress to the next round. The Supra of Amy and Stevie's Buick into the Spanner final. We head into the Spanner final. The top two will progress into the semi-finals. We have got Viper, the Super Duty, Supra, the Nismo at 370, and the Buick. I don't know what we're going to see here. I think the Supra could be fast, but it's got to clear traffic. If it gets stuck in traffic, it's kind of done for because it doesn't have the power. The Nismo, if it doesn't go swimming, could be quite quick as well. And the Viper, well, Viper I don't think has much top speed. The pickup could be strong if it can stay out of trouble as we launch and underway. And sure enough, the pickup will get to the lead early on. The Buick has a bit of a wobbly start into the water. The Ford's early lead has gone as the Nismo will take the lead of the race. Ford struggling with understeer. Supra's cutting back to try and look to the inside. Big slide for the Toyota. Here comes that Viper. Much cleaner run through the log flume section. Around the twisty hairpin we go. But the Supra can carry so much speed. So Longbow leads with that 370Z. Amy second with the Supra. Rusky with the Viper's going to have a look not quite to the inside of the 90. Left, can't do it. Big slides for the Viper. Will anyone get... So obviously we're doing some fancy cameras here at the moment. Why not? Because we can, because the drone mode's awesome in Hot Wheels. Yeah, I mean, at the moment, it looks like it's between these three. The Buick and the Ford have just fallen a little bit too far back in all of this one, but never mind. They might. You never know what might happen. You know, things can go wrong for the lead cars. The Supra is closing. I mean, the Supra has got the grip. It just might struggle with the power come the end of the course. No swimming this time around. Well, not for the lead two. The Viper almost gets it wrong. The 370 covers the inside. Well, it does a little bit of swimming. Not sure you quite want to hit the water too much there, but it is through cleanly. We've got a couple more corners to go here. The Nissan is nicely through here. Now, I mean, this is the big corner. This is the one that matters. The vertical hairpin. Will the vehicles be able to get it stopped? Will they get it turned? Will they get the power down on the exit? That is the question. Oh, the Viper's got in trouble. The Viper's had a really big trouble there. It slowed down too much and could not get going again. It's going to be victory for Longbow with that 370Z, and I believe Amy is going to come home in second. They do. The Viper just holds on to third, actually. The Buick was catching because the Viper got stuck ahead of the Ford. The pickup truck was an idea. It was an idea that didn't quite work. Just too heavy, I think, on this. It had the power and the torque, but just far too heavy. That was a good. It was a good race. The Supra caught up, but just couldn't have the top speed for that latter section. The Viper tried something at the hairpin and almost got stuck. But there we go. The 370Z and the Supra will be into the next round. We are on to the first of our semi-finals, and it is Mustangs versus Nissans. We have got Chris with the fastback, Longbow with the 370, Ewan with the SVO, and Gliska with the Skyline. I don't know what we're going to see. I'm expecting the Skyline to be pretty fast, but a lot of these cars are fast. It's possible the 370, I think, is quick if it can get out of traffic, but it's a handling car that might have trouble if it's stuck behind the more powerful vehicles. But we will have to wait and see, because honestly I have no clue. Off the line, it is the Skyline that leads the way briefly. The Mustang is going to take it now. The fastback Mustang is going to take it as we head through the water section for the opening here. We've got to whiz around in the drone. Chris will continue to hold that lead. Gliska fighting back. The 370Z. Ewan's had a terrible start with that SVO. 370 having a look on the outside, not going to be able to do it. As we head towards the hairpin for... it's high for a lot of cars. Longbow got a bit in trouble there. Carried great speed, but got blocked by a Skyline struggling. Up top, Chris has made a meal of the next corner and is very slow on the exit here. And this is all, I say, it's kind of bad news for Longbow, although Longbow gets past to the inside through there. It's a good move. As we head to this next corner, the 370 should be fast. There's a little bit of bumping. Gliska's so close to trouble there. I mean, this is actually also great for Ewan, who can catch up as they all sort of fight amongst themselves. Is unbelievably close stuff. The problem for the 370 is it really can't afford to be stuck here because it will not have the power in the closing stages. It wants to be ahead. It may be able to do it at some point through these next corners. Fastback, big understeer. Longbows to the inside is definitely going to dive bomb that one and will maybe take the lead away, although it's the outside for the watery hairpin as we head down here, and sure enough, the Skyline does it. Longbow goes for a dive, but that's going to make you both really, really slow on the exit. Ewan might be in a really good position here to steal a second somewhere if those two get in trouble. I crashed into a bit of Hot Wheels track, as we do now. We're expecting the Skyline to be fast down the straight. Skyline's going to the outside at the hairpin, but is out very, very wide. Who will have the speed? Chris has come back from nowhere with the fastback. As we leave the hairpin, I think the Skyline might win the run to the line. Here comes the Mustang. It's closing and closing and closing and closing, and it's too late. The two Nissans make it. Both Mustangs are out. Great race. Gliska and Longbow fought so hard for that one. And the Mustangs, I don't know what happened to Ewan. I thought Ewan was closing in, but they got wrong at that water hairpin. It is Nissan and Nissan through to the final. Gliska's Skyline, Longbow's 370Z are into the final. The muscle cars couldn't quite do it. We are on to the second of our semi-finals. I am worried about the trucks. We have Impega with the Lightning. We have Ollie with the Hot Rod. We've got the Supra as well. I can beat the Supra in a straight line. the Supra is kind of up there with me in handling. It's really going to depend on how well this start goes. That was not a long pause before we got underway there. The Julie is avoiding the water. The Supra with an absolutely wonderful start this time out. Here comes the Corvette. I think my Corvette is quite low drag, because in the water, we absolutely fly. Now, the trick here will be to not clonk the wall. Fantastic start for the Corvette here. Actually could not have asked for a better one if I'd tried. Now I've got to not beans it up. That's the only problem when you get a wonderful start like this, is I've now got to not piss it away. We've got no excuses, really. We'll get a little bit of understeer through there, but that's fine. Now, slow it down for the 90-degree corner. We have still got a lead, so I'm hoping the Lightning might get stuck fighting with the Supra. Although, we kind of don't really affect the Fords at this point, because we're not really going to slow them down in the corners, because, well, we're going to outhandle. That was terrible by me. That is really not what I needed, and I didn't need second gear through there. We've still got a little bit of the gap. Now, I know they're going to be closing. They're going to be closing all the way up the hill, which is alarming to me. But, you know, what else can we do? We will be a bit aggressive across there. I don't actually want to get that much airtime if I can help it. The shadows are playing havoc with my braking points there. I've made a complete mess of that because I couldn't see where I was trying to get stopped for. Will we be far enough away? I think Amy's in trouble. I think the Ford is about to go and beat the Supra. Am I far enough away to beat the two Fords? That is a real question here. We can kind of diagonal... Oh, I did not expect to see that there. We are maybe in a spot of bother. We're going to make it awkward for the Lightning. If it wants to go past us, it's going to have to go a long way. I don't think it can do it. It can't. Oh, it's going to be so close between those two. It's going to go the way of Impega by the looks of it. Oh, God, that was tough. I beansed it up a little bit. I messed up the watery hairpin. I just couldn't see the braking zone. That's horrific in the shadows. Couldn't see the braking zone and the turning point. We're through. It was very close between Impega and Ollie. I believe Impega got it. Oh, I can breathe now. We're into the final. I don't know what we're going to do in the final. I think it's going to be tough for us, but we are there nevertheless. We are on to the final, and I mean, honestly, we don't know what way this is going to go. Me and Longbow, I think, are quite similar. We've got the more handling car. Impega's got the power for the run to the line. Gliska's somewhere in the middle. The start's going to be so important. If me and Longbow can get, or me or Longbow, either of us can get clear, we stand a good chance. If we don't, well, I think we'll get stuck in traffic and not be able to do enough. But we will have to wait and see how this goes. The Corvette's off the line nicely. No match for Gliska. Gliska's absolutely shot away with the Skyline. The Ford's gone to the back, which isn't great. Now, we know the Corvette has got pretty great top speed, although Gliska's in trouble. Gliska's sliding big time. I'm trying to get to the inside of Longbow. Gliska still can't get that thing pointing at a straight line. We have, again, got a great start because we've got clear. We've done what we wanted to in getting ourselves clear of all the mess out of there. There's a weird sound bug going on, but what can I do about it? Longbow's having a look to the inside. Oh, we're going to get boxed in, and it's now almost 3 wide into the 90-degree corner. Oh, Gliska was unlucky there. I was kind of pinned between... I don't want to put Gliska in the wall, but I'm going to have a Nissan stuck on the outside. That is a horrible corner. The thing is, I fear we've all battled ourselves into attrition, and the Lightning might get all of us. Gliska's still fighting that, although the Skyline is not slow down the straight either. So that's something to worry about for later on as we head towards the watery hairpin. We will try and be as fast as we can through there. That Skyline is catching. The Skyline is really catching. Longbow's out wide. The Skyline's having a look. This is a problem. I don't want to be side by side because I think the Skyline's going to get both of us here if we're not careful. But it's going to get stuck because it's not going to have anywhere to go at the hairpin. It's going to be stuck on the wide line, which I don't think is where you want to be. Longbow really early on the brakes there. The Lightning might get all of us. I cannot get my power down. We ended up pushing Longbow a bit into that. I just can't get the power down here. We're going to get beaten by the Skyline. It's going to be Longbow that claims victory from the spanner final to the main. Well done, Longbow. Longbow did it. I think in the braking for the hairpin, I pushed Longbow into it. I don't know if Longbow might have put Gliska a little wide. I just couldn't get that. I got no power. That 370 had great run on the exit there, and Pega just got stuck, I think, on that. We claimed a second guy. Yeah, I was a bit too tight on the line there for me. Oh, well, there we go. The 370Z claimed victory in this one. We tried. The Corvette was good. The Corvette was it was a good mix of straight line speed and handling. We had a great start. Longbow made a good move, and then, yeah, we just kind of fought each other. We never quite pulled the gap to the other cars. However, it was a very, very exciting race. Gliska a little bit unlucky. I think that Skyline is technically a bit faster, but got stuck while we were fighting one another. But yeah, that was really good fun. That is a really cool stage, and it's interesting to see how these different builds are working here. The handling cars can make up lap time. The power cars can make up their lap time in different places. So there we go. Well, that is going to be it for this video. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.